Hello, everyone. So today I'm going to discuss a bit of biochemistry around cardiovascular disease and type 2 diabetes. And this is something everyone should be very well aware of, right? Because it is a key to our metabolic health. So I'm going to talk about a cofactor called tetrahydrobiopterin BH4, right? Uh, we all know there are a number of cofactors required for various enzymatic activities, right? So basically, we have different enzymes that perform various biological processes. There are a lot of protein in the enzyme associated with enzymes, coupled with enzymes which perform these biochemical reactions, right? So again, this cofactor is tetrahydrobiopterin, right? It is involved in 8 enzymatic functions, and I'm going to talk about a couple of them today, right? One is the, you know, aromatic amino acid hydrolyse enzymes, right? So there are 4 such enzymes where tetrahydrobiopterin plays a role, right? One is the degradation of phenylalanine, which is again amino acid. This particular enzyme needs tetrahydrobiopterin BH4 to convert phenylalanine into tyrosine, right? So if it is not there, right, it leads to high level of phenylalanine, which is again which could lead to hyperphenyleminemia or and increased level of phenylacetyl again, which is in uh, gut factor byproduct of you consuming a lot of phenylalanine, or probably phenylalanine is not converted to tyrosine, right? So essentially, this is one of the independent risk factor for cardiovascular disease, right? Uh, um, Other thing is that it also plays a part in biosynthesis of neurotransmitters such as serotonin, dopamine, epinephrine, norepinephrine, right, and melatonin, right? So this enzyme do impact your your response, your mood swings, your sleep patterns, your stress response, right? So it's again, it is it is linked to metabolic health, while uh, uh, again, these are two important things which has to understand from the perspective of you know uh, phenylalanine perspective of cardiovascular health, as well as the stress response and the neurotransmitter production for brain health as well. Right? Third thing is the most important, is it is a cofactor, and this is the most important. It is a cofactor for nitric oxide synthase, endothelial cell nitric oxide synthase, ENOS, which is required for producing nitric oxide, right? So this pH4 helps in terms of uh, converting L-arginine into nitric oxide, which is again uh, done by ENOS, right? So again, if your nitric oxide is if this if is uncoupled with endothelial cells, there is no nitric oxide production. There is no signaling which tells GLUT4 to go to cell membrane, binds to glucose and clear the glucose from the circulation, transferred to cells for energy or storage. So if you don't have tetrahydrobiopterin, there will be no nitric oxide production, there will be no glucose signaling, and it would lead to hyperglycemia, hyperinsulinemia, and type 2 diabetes, right? So so again, this is the most important aspect, and that's why what we miss out is, so how does one would not have BH4? So one of the most primary reason is oxidative stress, right? So oxides BH4 into BH2, it becomes tetrahydrobiopterin becomes dysfunctional. So there is issue of hyperphenylalemia. There are stress. There is lack of neurotransmitter production. There is lack of insulin signaling, intracellular insulin signaling, lack of GLUT4, right? So GLUT4 activation. So again, oxidative stress, again, we know it's linked to type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, right? A lot of other systemic health issues. So one of the reasons why we have oxidative stress is when we are consuming, you know, uh, obviously when we are not consuming a lot of antioxidants, again, if you've got macronutrient imbalance, probably you would not the antioxidants or the polyphenols and a lot of these flavonoids would not be metabolized by your microbiome into beneficial bioproducts, right? So you would not have, you know, sort of you would not be able to tame down the oxidosis or the production of reactive oxygen species, right? And also produced when there's a lot of, you know, genomic toxins produced, or there's a lot of inflammatory byproducts produced by your gut microbiome or your microbiome, right? And and the most important thing is, which everyone should understand, is the consumption of seed oils or the oil which are very high in polyunsaturated fats, right? So they react with oxygen, causes oxidative stress. It can oxidize BH4. It could again lead to the issue of type 2 diabetes and cardiovascular disease. So this is something which I'm sure a lot of companies would not, people who are managing type 2 diabetes, the companies who are giving you CGMs or the solution managing type 2 diabetes would not tell you about or may not know about tetrahydrobiopterin, right? So this is one of these, you know, cofactor of 8 enzyme, which is not been deep dive into a lot of detail, but it has a very key role to play. So understand your biology, understand fix your biochemistry, understand your functional role in that microbiome. You know, do not consume these oils which are really inflammatory in terms of which are really seed oils or so-called vegetable oils or oils which are high in polyunsaturated fats, right? Uh, so this is something which is very important to consider, right? That's it. Have a great day ahead. Thank you very much.